Guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back with a new video, and this time I am touching pathology. So I'll be posting a few videos regarding pathology for these coming days. So the first topic I chose was syphilis. So syphilis, as we all know, is a venereal disease which is caused by spirochetes, that is Treponema pallidum. Then the mode of transmission is four. First is sexual infection, which is the most common. It results in lesions on the glans, penis, vulva, vagina, and cervix. Then there is an intimate person-to-person contact with lesions on lips, tongues, or finger. Then transfusion of infected blood, that is the hematogenous route. Then materno-fetal transmission in congenital syphilis if mother is infected. Now, the most important part in syphilis, especially in pathology, is the stages. You must write these in your exam. So, there are three stages. Coming on to the first stage, which is primary stage, it lasts for 10 to 90 days. The lesions appear in about 21 days. The lesions associated with the primary stage are cankre, lymphadenopathy. Lymphadenopathy is the enlargement of the lymph nodes, whereas canker will further convert into ulcer. So these can be detected by dark field microscopy. Then treponemal and non-treponemal antibodies are also formed. This stage is highly infective. It can also be detected by certain specified standard silver stains like Warthin Starry stain. Then coming on to the second stage, which is secondary stage, it is also called as early latent phase. It is the early latent phase. This will last for around 2 weeks to 6 months. In this, the lesions are palmar rash, lymphadenopathy, condyloma latum. It is common in the oral cavity, in the external genitalia, and in the pharynx. It can be detected by histological examination. When we do it, we'll find end artery is periarteritis. Then in the lymph nodes will be enlarged, and there will be a hyperplasia of the germinal center. Coming on to the tertiary stage. Now, tertiary stage, I forgot to write in here. It is also called as late latent phase. The incubation period is years. It will last up to 5 years or more. So in this, there are some localized lesions, and there are some diffused lesions. So in diffused, we have neurosyphilis and aortitis, and the third one is gammas. In neurosyphilis, there is meningovascular lesions, then tabes dorsalis, then general paresis. In aortitis, the aneurysm and aortic regurgitation is seen, especially in the thoracic aorta. Then gammas. What are gammas? Gammas are central zone of coagulative necrosis, which is surrounded by a dense fibrous tissue, and they contain mixed inflammatory infiltrate, which is composed of lymphocytes, activated macrophages, which are the epithelioid cells, then giant cells. These are seen in bone, skin, mucous membrane, and upper airway and mouth. Okay. So yes, gammas are associated with hyperlobatum. It is also seen in skin, bones, and others. Then coming on to the congenital syphilis. Congenital syphilis is occurring from an infected mother to a fetus. It is divided into three parts. Okay, if the first is late abortion or the child is in still birth. The features associated with it will be hepatomegaly, then bone abnormalities, pancreatic fibrosis, pneumonitis. Liver will show extramedullary hematopoiesis, and the portal tract is inflamed. The bones will be affected too. They will show inflammation, disruption of osteochondral junction in long bones. Then there will be bone resorption, fibrosis of the flat bones of skull. Then lungs will have firm and pale due to the presence of inflammatory fibrous cells in the alveolar septa. These can be detected by a special stain in tissue sections. Then the second stage is infantile. When the child is less than 2 years, though he will have rashes, osteochondritis, periostitis, liver and lung fibrosis. The visceral and the skeletal lesions, which we observed in the first part, that is the late abortion or the child is still in birth, will be also present in infantile stage. Then childhood is also called as late or tardive stage. In this, the child is more than 2 years. He will show Hutchinson triad, not central incisors, interstitial keratitis with blindness, deafness from 8th cranial nerve injury. Then there will be a saber shin, which occurs due to the chronic inflammation in the periosteum of the tibia, deformed molar teeth, which will be called as mulberry molars, chronic meningitis, chorioretinitis, gummas of the nasal bone and cartilage, which are called as Sedionose deformity. Now, these are the diagrams you need to draw for a question in your exam. The first diagram shows us a canker. This is a hard canker. In this, in the bottom, you can see there is periarteritis and endarteritis with an onion skin appearance. Okay, then you'll show lymphocytes and plasma cells above it. Then here, coming on to the layers in this, there will be a thickening of the intima layer, which will give us a tree bark appearance. Then periarteritis and endarteritis, as I told you above, and then there will be a weakening of media, which will cause aneurysm, which was in aortitis in the tertiary stage. Okay, now coming on to the organs involved in the primary syphilis, there can be a canker, okay, all right, in the penis or the scrotum. Then in secondary syphilis, you'll have mucus patches on the in the oral cavity, in the cervix. There will be skin eruptions on face. Then in tertiary, you will observe heparobatum. There will be aortic aneurysm, and there will be neurosyphilis. Okay, I told you first diffused effects. Then this is the histological diagram of syphilis. For a better view, I added this diagram from Harsh Mohan. For diagnosis, the syphilis is caused by Treponema pallidum, which is highly sensitive to penicillin, so a short course of which is very sufficient to treat all the stages of this disease. However, serological diagnosis is done by non-treponemal antibodies and treponemal antibodies. Non-treponemal antibodies, they measure the antibody to the cardiolipin. Cardiolipin is an antigen which is present in both host tissues and the treponemal cell wall. This is detected by rapid plasma reagent test, venereal disease research laboratory. It is positive in first 4 to 6 weeks of the infection and is strongly positive in the secondary phase. However, it reverts back to the tertiary phase, negative. Then treponemal antibody, it is also present. It becomes positive in the initial 4 to 6 weeks, but the difference between a treponemal and a non-treponemal antibody is that the treponemal body will always remain positive, that is positive indefinitely, even after the course of the treatment has been successful. So the positive treponemal antibody is used to confirm the diagnosis of syphilis in those with positive non-treponemal antibody. So this covers the syphilis part. Syphilis usually comes as a short note, so you need to write this entire document. Thanks for watching my video, and do tell me what all topics would you like me to cover from pathology or any other subject in the second year BDS. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.